Hello, hello. How is everybody tonight? Hello, hello. Happy Sunday, everybody. It is April 10th, 2022 on Titanic week. How are you all doing? Hello, 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 Mr. Wilson. Hello. TR, hello. Olivia, hello. Oh, wait. Whoa, we've already got super chats. Are you serious? Holy cow. Olivia, 10, thanks so much. Uh-oh. Welcome to Prehistoric Travels. Today, Live with Sam will teach us how they yabba dabba doo. The Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. The old prehistoric cars and how some rode dinosaurs to and from work every day. I haven't thought about Flintstones since I was a kid. Holy cow. Olivia, thank you for the 10 and thank you for the blast of the past. I hope you're doing well. Xbox LG5, thank you so much. Hi, Sam. Hope this stream will be the Titanic's departure from Southampton. Also, when is the next episode of Lusitania coming out? Well, I'm working on Titanic week, so everything's kind of, whoa, we're already up to 125. Holy cow. I'm pretty busy with Titanic week right now, and I'm still working on part 2 of my Heroes of the Titanic video. Then after Titanic week wraps up, then I'm going to go ahead and jump back to Lusitania and the Shackleton expedition, all that other stuff I have planned. Hi, Millie. I see you. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Let's see, Undertaker, 110 years ago, absolutely. Maritime history, happy Titanic week, Sam. Thanks so much, Maritime. Same to you. Moosh5, thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Sam. What do you think the condition of Titanic would be if she was near an underwater heat vent? Oh, gosh. It depends on how big the heat vent is. The water might be a little bit warmer down there, but might give it some bacteria. I don't know, because those heat vents are pretty tiny, so at least the ones I've seen. So honestly, I have no idea. You know, it might affect the steel a little bit. Maybe it could give some bacteria a little bit more room to grow, but I don't know how well that would do in the grand scheme of things of how much that would affect the entire ship. But very good question. I'm really not sure. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Thank you for the vibe. Taylor5, thank you. Titanic HG be like, we got a super chat from, oh, hey, it's Historic Travels. Yeah. So in case y'all missed it, earlier today, Titanic Honor and Glory did a live stream, and I did a super chat with them. I sent them a super chat and everything. Yeah, so that's what they're referring to. But yeah, that was a really cool live stream. Very, very cool what they've done with that game and that demo. Ozzy, too, thanks so much. Sam, Rosie wants some beef jerky. I'll give her some beef jerky later. Thanks for the 2, Ozzy. Let's see. Chase. Hi, Sam. Can you do a video on the Oceanus? It's on the list. Mr. Wilson, Historic Travels. Have you ever been to the Vegas Museum? I have never been to Vegas. So I have not I've flown over Vegas, but I have never been. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. Okay. We went a little bit longer this time before I had to engage the slow mode, but I need to do it now. So, all right, 30-second slow mode. There we go. Sorry, guys. We went a little while before I had to turn it on. Let's see here. I saw it happen in real time. That's awesome, Taylor. Cassie, 10, thank you so much. Hey, Sam, absolutely devastated that you couldn't pick up the model today. Speaking of model, I just made a funny 30-second video explaining the process of getting the model to. Okay, Cassie, I'll check that out. Is it posted to your YouTube channel? So for those of you who don't know, Cassie is letting me borrow a toy that is a massive blast of the past for me. Question for my chat. Do any of you out there remember that submersible Titanic toy that broke in half like it was depicted in the James Cameron film? Do any of you all remember that toy? Anyway, that toy is crazy expensive now, and it's crazy valuable. Like, I mean, I'm serious. Like, if you look them up on eBay, they're like $500, $600, $700. I've seen them up to $1,000 to buy them. Anyway, Cassie has been so kind to just let me borrow it, you know, because I had one as a kid, and I have no clue what happened to it. No clue. But anyway, he's letting me borrow it, and I'm going to make a quick little 2-minute video about it and everything, and then I'm going to send it back to him. So, hey, Cassie, thanks so much for that. Oh, yeah, and basically what happened today was I tried to go to my post office and get it because I thought they might lock the package in a case where I could get at it even though the post office is closed. But nope, that didn't happen. The post office, they said I had to talk to the clerk, and of course it's Sunday, so it was closed. So, yeah, that didn't work out. So, anyway, Cassie, I'll be sure to pick it up. I'll try to pick it up tomorrow. Thanks so much, Cassie. Oh, we got some more super chats while I was telling that story. Taylor5, thank you so much. If you could go back in time and look through the eyes of one survivor throughout the sinking, who would it be? Ooh. So you're just saying, like, if I could look through the eyes and see what happened to them, like see the whole story? That's a tough one. That is a very, very tough one. Well, first impression, I'd like to say Thomas Andrews. You know, initially, I'd like to say Thomas Andrews. But I mean, we kind of know a lot of where he went and what he did. You know, I'd like to know what happened to him after he jumped from the bridge. You know what? I'm curious about Isidore and Ida Strauss, you know, because after Isidore and Ida Strauss, I've heard two different stories. Well, I heard one story, and then, but based on how that story played out, I don't understand because, unless I'm mistaken, I believe they found Isidore's body, but they didn't find Ida. And I remember hearing a story that I don't know how true it is, but the story is that they were last seen walking into the grand staircase together, which that doesn't make sense. If they went in there, how could they find Isidore but not Ida's body? So I don't think that makes sense. But I am curious about what happened to them after the whole, you know, when she refused to leave and everything. I'd like to know more about that. Great question. I never really thought about that. Very, very good question. I'd have to, Captain Smith, I'd like to know more about him. There's a lot of people I'd like to do that. I'd like to know. Great question. Well, that really got me thinking. Send help too. Thank you so much. Titanic will arrive in Cherbourg in 2 hours. That's awesome that you know that. That's so cool. Thank you for the 2. Kasi 2 again. I sent the video to you through Discord DMs. Okay, I haven't been on Discord much today, Kasi, but I'll check it out. Thank you so much, Kasi. Let's see here. Let's see. Sam, what is your favorite ship? I wonder what is my favorite ship. I wonder what is my favorite ship. What is my favorite ship? I have no idea what my favorite ship is. No idea at all. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Hey, if any of you all are new to my channel, one thing you all need to, Okay. One thing to know about me is I'm a natural jokester. Okay. So I pull small. If any of you all watch my big piece video, I'm sure you figured that out. But yeah, I am by default a jokester. So. All right. Hey, Shane, thank you for the 10. Super appreciate you. I've always wondered what would have happened if Olympic didn't collide with the Hawk. Whether Titanic would have had a... Oh, okay. I had to think about that for a second. But you're talking about how, because when the Olympic had the Hawk collision, they delayed the Titanic's maiden voyage. You're right. I forgot about that. You're absolutely right. How much did they delay it? They pushed it back a month, right? Was it a month or was it 3 weeks? I forget exactly how long, but yeah, they did push it back a bit. Huh. I never really made that connection. I think that'd be a good what if video. What if the Olympic Hawk collision had never happened? No. Wait. No, it's not the Hawk collision. It wasn't the Hawk collision. It was where it threw a propeller blade. That's what, no, both of them did. Yeah, because work was halted on Titanic after the Hawk collision to finish working on the Olympic or fix the Olympic. And then when the Olympic threw the propeller blade, that delayed the Titanic's voyage because they had to work on it again. So both instances delayed the Titanic. Both did. Taylor, from March 20th to April 10th. Okay, so that's it. The prop and the Hawk. Yeah, you're right, Jason. You're absolutely right. That would be a good what if video. Oh, that would be, hang on a second. Create a poll. Should I do a video on that topic? What do y'all think? And I'm talking about the whole Olympic Hawk thing. Should I do a video like what if the to give you all a little bit more clarification, should I do a video on that topic? I'm referring to the whole if the Hawk collision didn't happen and if the Olympic didn't throw a propeller blade, what might have happened to Titanic? What do you all think of that? Yes, wow, 77 votes. Wow. That's a good one. I like that. Hang on, I'm gonna put that on the list real quick. What if I really like that. What if the Hawk collision never happened? Great. Awesome. Thank you so much. Who was that again who sent that? Where'd the chat go? I completely lost. Holy cow. I get off on these talks and I forget. Shane, 10. Okay. But yeah, that's a very good question, Shane. I'd have to think about it a little bit more. But I mean, you also have to remember the ice was so bad in 1912 that Captain Smith diverted the Titanic further south. So that would play a factor. There's a lot of stuff I'd have to think about and plan out and just try to make a good hypothesis on it. So yeah, stand by for that. But that would be a great topic. Thank you so much for the 10, Shane. Moose 20, thank you so much. Have you heard of a channel called Tasting History with Mac Miller? He's so far put out a video on the second and third class as well as the crew meals. He's even given information about them during the... I have not heard of him. I feel like people have mentioned it before, but there has been a video popping up in my feed about the third class Titanic. I've seen it pop up. I haven't watched it. But yeah, I'll check that out, Mooch. I'll definitely check that out. So what does he do? he just goes in and systematically analyzes the second and third class meals and stuff like that. That's what he does, Mooch. Thank you so much for the 20. Olivia, 20, thanks so much. Last week, I went to the Titanic Museum, and I was given I was given passenger Claire Cameron. She was 34 years old on the Titanic, second class passenger. She lived in London and going to America to become a maid. She made it to Lifeboat 14. Claire Cameron. Okay, I do not know anything about her, but I will go ahead and add her to the list, Olivia, and that would be a good video topic. Let's do a video on a passenger that Olivia was assigned at the Titanic Museum. I think that would be absolutely awesome. Olivia, thank you for the 20. Super appreciate you. Everything Julian, 5, thank you so much. Hey, Sam, can you do a video on the gold rush? It would mean a lot to me because of my play on the 14th and 15th, gold dust or bust. Everything Julian, maybe. That's not exactly the type of stuff that I usually cover. I'm not saying it's impossible that I wouldn't do it. Actually, you know what I would like to do? Because like, if I'm going to do a video on the gold rush, I'd like to keep it at the whole maritime theme. So what we could do, anybody in the chat know this? There was a paddle wheel steamer, and I believe it was during the gold rush. This is a distant memory that I'm pulling here, but I believe at the time it had a third of the U.S.'s gold reserve on board. It was from the gold rush, and it was traveling all the way down. Like this is before the Panama Canal. And I think it went all the way down to the bottom of South America and was coming back up. And then it was passing Florida when it hit a hurricane and the ship sank. Does anybody know what vessel that was? I cannot remember. Am I thinking right? Am I remembering this correctly? I cannot. Yeah. But like, I'd like to do a video on that. And then they dived the wreck in the 90s, and there was all of this gold on the seafloor. I'm remembering bits and pieces here. I cannot remember the ship. If anybody knows, please let me know. And these super chats, holy cow. Okay, I gotta play catch up. Here. Okay, we got that one. We got that one. Okay, got everything. Julian Taylor 2. Where is that poster behind you from? This poster was a gift that my sister and her husband, or my brother-in-law, he gave it to me. Or they both found this in an antique store. So it's kind of like an Art Deco Titanic, and I absolutely love it. Super, super cool. Okay, we got that one. We got that one. I'm trying to play catch up here, guys. I'm sorry. All right. Taylor, again, 5, thank you. If Smith hadn't diverted the Titanic, would that put them closer or further from the Californian? Further. I forget how much further south. So in case you don't know this, as the Titanic was steaming across the Atlantic, this was also a reason as to why Captain Smith thought it was okay to have the Titanic run at her normal speed, when they were approaching the ice field. Excuse me. So as the Titanic was steaming along, Captain Smith had the Titanic divert further south. And he was so far south that he thought that they were well out of range of the ice field. So that's why Captain Smith had the Titanic continue on at the speed that it was at. He wasn't being careless. He thought everything was all right. And plus, the night that she hit the berg, it appeared to be clear conditions. But what he didn't know was that it had been an unusually cold winter that year. It had been a very, very cold winter, and the bergs were further south than normal. So that's what happened there. But if Smith hadn't diverted, he would have been much further away from the California. Mooch, 5, thank you. He usually picks a dish from the list of dinner. Wait. I had to think. He usually picks a dish from their list and dinner and prepares them as close to accurate as possible. That's awesome, Mooch. Hey, Mooch, do me a favor. Send me his link to the video in my Discord. Make sure I watch the right one. Thank you so much for the 5. Miss Yarn, 10, thank you so much. Many bodies were buried at sea because they couldn't be identified due to decomposition by the crew of the Mackie Bennett. Only a fraction were brought back to Halifax. Oh, yeah. So because it did take him a bit to get out there and start recovering the bodies. And did decomposed by the crew of the Mackie Bennett. So only a fraction. Yeah, that's really sad. But listen, saltwater, it breaks things down so quick. And you also have to remember the fish and all the other stuff. It's very, very sad. How long after the ship sank did the first expedition to recover bodies happen? How far after? I do not know that. Miss Jarn, thank you for the 10. Everything Julian 2, the Argonauts. Okay, I'm guessing that's the ship. Everything Julian, thank you for the 2. David, 20, thank you so much. And I'll look into that, Julian. I will look into that. Thank you so much for the 2. But yeah, so that way I could do something on the gold rush and keep it maritime. Thank you so much, man. Super appreciate you. I love your model, by the way, everything, Julian. Thank you. David, 20, thank you so much. No question, though. David, come on. Like, if you're going to, don't get me wrong, I appreciate the support, but like, if you're going to super chat, I'd like to answer a question. So, hey, thank you so much. Let's see. We got that one. Maritime history. In your documentary and in the Part-Time Explorer document, you guys said that the lady that fell down the staircase took place on April 13th. But Wikipedia says it happened on the 14th. I go with the 13th. What do you think? I know what you're talking about. Wow. I had to dig up a distant memory there. So you're talking about the passenger. I forgot her name, but you're talking about the passenger who fell down the grand staircase, right? Maritime history. If you're talking about that, and I haven't thought about this in forever, I thought it was the 13th. Was it on the? Do they claim it was the 14th? I don't know. I don't know. That was a long time ago that I researched that, and I can't tell you for certain, but I'm pretty sure it was on a sea day. I'm fairly certain it was. So Maritime, I'd have to look it up. But thank you. Well, obviously it was a sea day, but you know what I mean. I didn't think it was on the day the ship sank. So thanks, Maritime. I'll look into it. The Stone 5. Thank you so much. Let's see. Renee Harris was the woman who slipped and broke her arm on the grand staircase. There we go. On the grand staircase was the first American female theater producer. Okay. And did she survive, or was that the same person that Olivia got? Hang on. Was that the same person Olivia got? Let's see. What happened to? Wait. Where'd it go? What just happened here? Why can't I find this now? Okay, I'm pretty sure that was the same passenger that Olivia got, but for some reason it's not. Did it not save? What the heck? Okay, anyway, I'm going to put that back on the list. Olivia, if that was your passenger, I'm going to double check this here, but for whatever reason, it did not save it onto my list. So I'm gonna refresh this. But all right, cool. Thank you so much, the Stoned. I've got you. Harris. Got it. Okay, back on there. Cool. The Stoned Abbott, thank you so much. Thank you for the 5. Super appreciate you. All right, Olivia 5, thank you again. One of the staff at the Titanic Museum was giving a talk about the iceberg strike and kept saying the coal fire warped the steel. And Olivia, what happened there? Olivia, what happened there? Did you have to resist? Or how did that whole thing play out, Olivia? Because I would love to have a talk with them. But I don't want to be rude. Look, here's the thing. If somebody is trying to do the right thing, if somebody's trying to tell the history, but and I don't want to embarrass somebody in front of a bunch of people and everything, but if I heard somebody doing that, I'd be like, all right, Sam, just calm down. She doesn't know, or he doesn't know. They don't know. I mean, just keep it calm. Just keep it calm and let them know later. But oh yeah, that would make me cringe. That would absolutely make me cringe. Everything, Julian 5. Thank you. I will send a video of my play to you. Thanks so much, Julian. Thank you for the 5. Let's see. Nicola 449. Okay, cool. Thank you. Nicola 449. Hi, Sam. Hope you're well. Same. Hope you're well too. Thank you for the super chat. Do you think people will still be talking about the Titanic 110 years from now? Absolutely, I do. You see, here's the thing. As the story of the Titanic passes from generation to generation, honestly, if it's been this long and we're still talking about it, I'm sure people will still be talking about it 100 years from now. And there's so much fascination with it. There's so much interest with it. And it's the way that the Titanic sank. I think that's what pulls people in. You know what I mean? And if you want an example of a disaster that happened a very long time ago that people are still talking about, Pompeii. Pompeii happened in 79 AD. And look, people still talk about that. We don't have as much information about it. And I think that as more and more time goes by, the story might get a little bit more, what's the right word? Twisted maybe over time, or maybe certain details will be lost to history. But I don't know. We've got better storying tech now than they did 2,000 years ago. So, but yeah, I think the story of the Titanic will live on. I really do. I think it'll be around much longer than the vessel will be at the bottom of the ocean. So to answer your question, yes, I do think it will still be talked about 110 years from now. And that'll be my great grandkids and everything like that. I just got a mental image. So, hey, let me ask you all something. I want y'all to think about this for a second. So whenever we look at the past, like the past 100 years, we see old black and white photographs, old grainy videos, stuff like that. But think about this for a second. 100 years from now, all of our future kids, grandkids, great-grandkids, whatever, they'll be able to turn on a computer and see with perfect detail how their grandparents, great-grandparents, and maybe great-great-grandparents lived. I mean, it's so when you think of the past from our perspective, you know, we have some information, like some video, but not much. But 100 years from now, they'll be able to see exactly what we were all like, you know, and that absolutely crazy. Not crazy to think that 500 years from now, our future ancestor or generations will be able to see exactly what their great grandfathers were like. Crazy, huh? Crazy to think about. Okay, and here I go off on a tangent again, and I gotta get back to the super chats. Okay, we got that one. ITG5, thanks so much. My White Star and Canard sign order skyrocketed over the weekend. A few people said they heard about it from your videos. Just wanted to say thanks again. ITG, that's awesome, man. Woo, that is awesome. Congratulations, my friend. So in case you guys don't know, ITG is the guy who made that White Star line sign, that Canard sign you see in the background of my videos. If you would like to go and check him out, what was the last? It was one of my last videos that I gave him a huge shout out. I forget which one. It was one he sent me the Canard sign. But yeah, I gave him a huge shout out. So please be sure to go and check him out. He does incredible work, awesome signs. I would show them to you right now, but they're upstairs. But yeah, be sure you go and check out his store. He makes incredible signs. And ITG, thanks so much for sending me that, man. I'm so happy that your store is doing great. And thank you so much for all your hard work. You're awesome. David, 20, thank you so much. Happy to be here. A baby survived the sinking, was identified 100 years later through genetic testing. Finally, 100 years later, had difficulty with the phone. Olivia is here. Wait. Happy to be here. A baby survived the sinking and was identified 100 years later through genetic testing. So they survived the sinking, but didn't identify the baby? I'm confused. Through genetic testing. Finally, 100 years later, had difficulty with the phone. Oh, okay. Olivia's here. Yay. How is Rosie doing? Oh, so the baby the one you're making me think of, you're making me think of that unidentified child, but I don't think he was a baby. I thought he was young. I'm a little confused, David. But yes, Olivia is here. Yay. And Rosie is doing fine. She's passed out in the back room. Rosie's doing good. David, thank you so much for the 20. Super appreciate you, my friend. Mooch 5, thank you so much. Could I put the links here after the stream is archived? I don't have Discord. Yeah, do this, Mooch. After the stream is over, I'm going to post a new Discord link in my community page. I saw some people asking for that, so post it there. That'll be the best place for me to see it. Thank you for that. Everything, Julian 5, thank you. Let's see. The Argonauts are the people on the ship sailing for the Golden Fleece. There is a song in my play called the Argonauts. Okay. Oh, I thought you were talking about the ship that paddle wheel steamer that sank. Gotcha, everything, Jillian. Thank you for the 5. Let's see here. Hannah, 5. Thank you so much. Hey, Sam. How you doing? Are you a fan of Star Trek at all? It does feature ships, after all. Have not seen the original series. Have not seen that. Saw Next Generation long ago. Deep Space Nine is probably my favorite. I love Deep Space Nine. Voyager is also excellent. Let's see. We got Star Trek Enterprise with Archer. I like that one too. Am I forgetting any? I think those are all the ones I've seen. I haven't watched any of the new stuff like Picard and Discovery. I haven't watched those. I did like the new movies with Kirk and like the different timeline. I thought those were cool. I don't know. I just haven't watched the new stuff yet. But yeah, Hannah, I am a Star Trek fan. So check this out. So I can do the live long and prosper with this hand, but for whatever reason, I can't do it with this hand. So like, look, this, no problem, but I can't, like, I have no idea why, but my hand just won't do it. I have no idea why, but it is so weird. Hannah, thank you for the 5. We got that one, and playing catch up. Bear 10, thank you so much. Question: what would have happened if the Titanic's engines had been ordered full stop rather than full reverse? Would it have made a difference? Oh, here we go. Okay, so Bear, fun fact: the Titanic's engines weren't ordered in reverse. That's been a new that was some new research that's been done lately. But the Titanic's engines were ordered to stop. They were ordered to shut down. The ship did not go in reverse. And the big testimony for this was something that was said by Barrett. Frederick Barrett was a lead fireman on the Titanic, and there were these indicator lights down in the boiler rooms. And right before the ship hit the berg, he said like a red light came on, which meant to shut the dampers and stop putting coal in the fires and all that. And the Titanic, if they had reversed the engines, I don't believe that would have happened. I believe the engines would have been still running, so they would have wanted the boilers to keep getting fed. But when they stopped the engines, they didn't want more steam pressure to build up. So shut the dampers, douse the fires, blah, 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 blah. So in reality, the Titanic's engines just stopped. According to the most recent research and everything, the engines stopped. And by doing that, I need to research this a little bit more, but I've heard, and you'll have to pardon me, my poor model. Look at my poor model. But here, let's just use my Olympic model as a reference because it still has. No! Oh my! It's lost. I told you, I am so rough on these. I am so rough on these things. But anyway, so basically, like I've heard that like if they were reversing the engines, it could disrupt the water flow around the rudder and cause a delay in the Titanic to start to turn. You know what I mean? But by stopping the engines, there wouldn't be that disruption. So while the ship was moving forward, it would still turn. So according to the most recent research, the Titanic's engines weren't ordered full reverse. They were ordered just to stop. That's the most recent research. That's the most accurate thing. Tony, there was probably no response to all the stop engines orders prior to the collision. There's probably no response to all stop engine order prior to the collision. Cool. And I've got to backtrack here. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep up with these super chats. I'm doing my best here. Okay. Olivia 10 again. Thank you. Claire Cameron was supposed to be on another ship, but due to the coal strike, she was put on the Titanic. Her ticket number 13 was paid £21 at Southampton 110 years ago today. Oh, so due to the coal strike, she was transferred. Okay, that's super cool. Olivia, that's really cool. That's like a really cool bit of information. That is super cool. So wait, also it wasn't the same person. Okay, I thought it was the same person, and I got them mixed up, but it wasn't. Okay, so I didn't miss that. I'm like, did my notepad mess up? Did I not type it in? Or so much stuff happens on here so fast I can't keep up. Olivia, thank you for the 10. Wow, we have 253 people on here. Holy cow. Hi, everybody. Let's see here. Olivia 2 again. Thank you. Claire sold her motor car for a ticket. Oh, wow. Crazy. How much did she sell the car for? I'm curious. Let's see here. Nikolai, I hope I said your name right. Do you think passengers on the Titanic actually got handcuffed and locked up in a room like Jack was stealing in the movie when he was accused for stealing? Did the Titanic have a brig? I'm sure it did, but I've never looked into that. Did the Titanic have a brig? Hang on. Did the Titanic have a brig? The Titanic, the ship did not have a brig or any kind of prison. Furthermore, a brig is a naval term for brig is a naval term and would not be used on a civilian vessel. Okay. I did not. Okay. So the ship didn't have any type of a jail. I'm not really sure how that would have played out. I'm sure they would have had a place where they could confine troublemakers and stuff like that. But didn't they have a panic room? Or didn't they have the Titanic did have yes, she did have a brig. She did have a brig? Yeah, I think so. I don't think so. I do remember the Titanic Honor and Glory guys talked about, I think, that it had like a padded room. I do remember hearing something about that. But it was in the area that was pulverized by the breakup. This is a distant memory, guys, and I haven't thought about this in so long. But yeah, I think that they would have put them there. I'd have to research it. I'm not 100% certain. But yeah, I believe it had like a padded room deep in the ship in between the third and fourth funnel. I think. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, I'd have to look into that a little bit. But great question, by the way. But yeah, I know that they had like an isolation ward and stuff like the Lusitania had that. Like they had a quarantine area on the Lusitania. I'm sure the Titanic did too. On the Lusitania's final voyage, there was a guy who I think he had the measles and he was locked in there during the Lusitania's final voyage. I remember I was reading about him. We got that one. Sorry, guys, I have to backtrack. Sold her motor car. We got that one. Okay. Great question, by the way. Thank you so much for the super chat. David 20, thank you so much. A baby survived, was identified 100 years later. Glad you're doing well. Glad to be here. I'm a Star Trek fan too. That's awesome. So wait, if a baby survived, how is the baby not identified? That's what I'm confused about. Like if the baby passed away and the body was, decayed, I can get it. But how was a baby that survived not identified? I'm confused. Excuse me. I'm a little confused, David. Thank you for the 20. Okay. Let's see. Emmy 5, thank you so much. Have you done a what if video of there had been enough lifeboats for all the passengers? How many survivors? Oh, I like that's going to be a meme. That is going to be a meme. I just saw my face on camera going, oh, and I'm like, that's going to be a meme. That is 100% going to be a meme. Anyway, and by me saying it's going to be a meme, I just brought attention to it and I just sunk my own ship. No pun intended. But yeah, okay. So here's the thing about that. That would be a great video topic. That would be a great video topic. Did I cover that? Hold on a second. I think I talked about that. It was a long time ago. Hang on. Historic travels. Yeah, would more lifeboats saved more people? It's complicated. I think that was the title. Historic travels with more. Yep. Yeah. I covered it, but a very, very long time ago. Yes, I did do that. It was a very long time ago, but I did cover that. Because oh crap! Did I just?
But I think more lifeboats.
Please don't tell me I just messed this up. Okay, we're
50 more people.
Okay, we're good. Whew, I thought I just messed up the live stream. But yeah, it was a very long time ago, and it is definitely one of my early videos. But here, there it is. There it is. It was over a year ago when I was first starting my YouTube journey, so I completely forgotten it. I could redo it, maybe redo it with some of the information I have now. But yeah, here it is in the nutshell. If the Titanic had enough lifeboats for everybody on board, you have to remember the crew only had time. The ship had 20 lifeboats, okay? And the crew only had time to launch 18 of the 20. You know, the last two boats, the ones by the first funnel, the collapsibles, they were floated off. So if they had more lifeboats, then, you know, honestly, I think they would have gotten in the way. I think the crew would have had a more difficult time prepping the boats, getting them ready, having to move them around and everything like that. Because the Titanic's, like, lifeboat davits and everything, they were nothing like the Britannic, which had the gantry davits. You know, like the Britannic, they made changes to the Britannic's design following the Titanic disaster. Like in case you don't know, the Britannic had these electric crane davits, but the Titanic had nothing like that. You know, so the lessons from the Titanic disaster improved the Britannic because they didn't start launching the lifeboats from the Britannic for like, 20 minutes, I think, after the ship hit the mine. And the ship only lasted 55 minutes. And in that short amount of time, they managed to get just about every single person off of the Britannic. Only 32 people died when the Britannic went down, and there was somewhere around 1,100 on board, 1,000 to 1,100, somewhere around there. But yeah, so I mean, that just shows how much better this lifeboat technology was on the Britannic. But yeah, the Titanic didn't have anything like that. So I think that more lifeboats, while I'm sure they might have saved a few more people, or they would have saved a few more people, which of course it's important. I'm not saying the Titanic shouldn't have had enough lifeboats, but what I'm saying is in that situation and with the equipment the crew had on hand, I think it would have taken longer for the crew to deal with the lifeboats. Because I mean, they just barely managed to get the boats they had off. And the other thing to remember here is, so like, let's say you've got lifeboat after lifeboat piled up here on the stern section, okay? When a ship is sinking, these lifeboats don't always just float off, you know? Collapsible A and B did float off, but one of them got half swamp of water and the other one was flipped upside down. They barely got away. But if you had boats on the aft end sections of the ship, when that water comes crashing up the deck, those boats get shredded. Those boats get ripped apart. So, I mean, and just think like if you're running up the deck, those lifeboats come tumbling down and then they hit people. And like, I mean, I'm just saying that with better technology, more lifeboats would have definitely been helpful on Titanic. But with the situation the crew was involved with, you know, I mean, it was a miracle they got 18 of the 20 off. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm sure the boats would have saved a few more people, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm not sure how many more people would have made it. You know what I mean? Like every person you can save is important. Ship should have had enough lifeboats, but how many more would have been saved? That's open to debate. I hope that makes sense. Let's see. All right, I've got to catch up, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so far behind. Hannah 5, thank you. I love Deep Space Nine and Voyager 2. Picard is awesome. You should give it a try. And as long as you can live long and prosper with one hand, you're good. Thank you so much, Hannah. Thank you for the 5. Mooch 5. Sorry, guys. I'm going to try to accelerate through these super chats a little bit because I'm getting so far behind. Mooch 5, thank you. Here's a small list of April tragedies. Lincoln assassination, Titanic, San Francisco. The San Francisco earthquake was in April? What is up with April? Seriously, okay, I have gone off on this so many times, but April is like the most unlucky month in the world. Guess what else happened on the night the Titanic sank, or on the very same day Titanic sank? The first dictator of North Korea was born. Kim's, I forgot it. I don't know his whole name, but yeah, like April is such an unlucky month. Wasn't Hitler born in April? Ugh, gosh, April. But yeah, April is crazy unlucky, crazy unlucky. But yeah, but I did not know the San Francisco earthquake was in April. That was 1906, right? Hang on. San Francisco earthquake. 1906. Yep, I was right. San Francisco earthquake, 1906. Wasn't it just a few days after that ride down Market Street video was filmed? Jordan, 2, thanks so much. Want to say thank you for your videos. Great work. Thanks so much, Jordan. Super appreciate you. Taylor, 5, thank you. Just pretend your Olympic model is after she lost her propeller blade. Great, I love it. Thank you so much, Taylor. Malroy, 2, thank you. Hey, what ship model brand do you recommend online on the cheap side? To be honest with you, I'm not sure. I don't really look at the models online. So all of these models that I have, I'm afraid to do that. Okay, hang on. So I'll just show you guys this real quick. So these are all of my model ships that I use in all of my videos. So these are all from Titanic, Honor and Glory. That's what all of these are. So let's see, we've got Lusitania, we've got Mauritania, we've got Olympic, we've got Titanic, and we've got, got those mixed up. Got Olympic, we got Titanic, and we've got Britannic. But I don't think you can get, I don't think they're selling these right now. To be honest, I'm really not sure. I'd have to look at them. I don't build models. You know, all the models I have, they were pre-built or they were gifts. So I'd have to do some research. But I do know you can find some relatively cheap Malroy, but I don't know which ones. Thank you for the 2. Let's see. Caleb, 5, thank you. Warning, the new Halo TV show is not worth the watch. I mean, I'm kind of burnt out with Halo. I mean, don't get me wrong. I liked Halo Infinite. I really did enjoy it, and I beat it and everything. It was much better than Halo 5. But I don't know. To me, the last true great Halo game was Halo Reach. Halo Reach was like the best Halo game, in my opinion. Halo 3 was super good, too. But in terms of the Halo game that I put the most hours into, Halo Reach. Halo Reach all the way. Halo 2 is awesome, too. Halo 2 is like one of the first games I ever played online. Maritime history, historic travels. I got the Titanic puzzle and your new merch. How hard was it for you and your sister to build it? Maritime history, I did not build that. I was back home, and Rachel and Tyler built that in Florida. They surprised me with it when I got there. I believe Rachel's got a video of that. But yeah, I didn't build that, so I have no idea. Let me know how it goes, Maritime. Nikolai, NOK 50, I think that's 5. Thank you. One more question. What are the biggest differences between the Queen Mary and the Titanic? I'm not a Queen Mary expert by any definition. You know, I know the general outline of its history, but I know, the Queen Mary had those, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Queen Mary had those longitudinal bulkheads, right? Just like the Lusitania did. I'm like 99% certain that it did. Am I right? Let me know in the chat. And how many watertight compartments could the Queen Mary handle without flooding? You know, I don't know enough about the Queen Mary's design to properly answer that. She was longer than Titanic, I can tell you that. And I really like the overall story of the ship. Like, as I said, I know its general outline of its history. But as far as the specific details, I'm not 100% certain. And wasn't she oil? She was oil too, right? Or did she ever operate on coal? Hang on. What was the fuel? How was the Queen Mary fuel? Did she ever operate on coal, or was she always an oil burner? RMS Queen Mary, she was empty fuel tanks. I'd have to look. Does anybody know? In the 1930s, did the Queen Mary have coal? I'm sure it was. When did the oil thing become a thing? I'm pretty sure it was the 30s. Always oil. Okay, Taylor, thank you so much. Always oil. All right, cool. Yeah, there were a bunch of differences, but I'm just not an expert on them. But yeah, there's a couple for you. There is a couple for you right then and there. But I love the Queen Mary. Oh, hey, while I'm thinking about it, I'll show you this. So there was a guy online. And I found this online, and he said he had it in his collection for over 20 years. I just took it down off the wall. I'm gonna have a time putting that back up. But yeah, this right here. I absolutely love this this Queen Mary painting. Like I think guy I bought this from said he'd had it for 20 plus years, and I think this is absolutely beautiful. That's like one of my favorite Queen Mary possessions. I also have a deck chair from it, too. I have a deck chair. That glares bothering me. 1 second, guys. I'll put this back here. But yeah, I also have I've got a deck chair from the Queen Mary upstairs if you guys want to see it later. Good painting. Nice. Cool. Thank you. Thanks, Maritime. Okay, here we go. Let's go back to... All right, let's get back to these super chats. Hang on. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep up here. Okay. Got that one. I am so far behind. How did this happen? Okay, Olivia going to the museum. Barb. Wow, I'm so far back. I've always wondered a few people. One more question. Okay, there we go. All right, now we're to Taylor, 5. Thank you. I've always wondered how many fewer people would have been on the Titanic if the coal strike wasn't going on. Huh. I never thought about that. Good point, Taylor. Thank you for the 5. Moving on. All right, Caleb, 5, thank you. The USS Barb SS-220 is a submarine from World War II that sank a train. Sank a train? It's a submarine from World War II that sank a train. Okay, you sparked my curiosity, and I would definitely research it more, but I am so far behind, Caleb. I'll look into that in a bit. Thank you for the 5. Olivia, 5, thank you. After going through the museum, it opened my eyes to how the V-brake was... No trolling, Olivia. I didn't think you were going to troll me tonight. Thank you for the 5, Olivia. Olivia, 5 again. The ship would have survived if it was made with Tupperware. Have you ever tried to completely sink Tupperware? Exactly. Okay, Olivia. Thank you for the 5. Taylor, 5. Love that just like Charles Joughin, Jack and Rose run into Fred Barrett. Hold up. What are you two doing here? Frederick Barrett. Huh? Frederick Barrett, like the fireman? Oh, no, wait. Frederick Barrett. Okay. Hold up. What are you doing? That wasn't Frederick Barrett. That was a steward, right? That wasn't Frederick Barrett. Taylor, thank you for the 5. I'm confused here. Was there another Fred Barrett? Was there somebody else? When you're saying Frederick Barrett, yeah. He's a fireman. I'm confused. I am very confused, Taylor. Thank you for the 5. Guard 5, thank you. Have you done a video on the SS Annie? It capsized in 1997. I'm fairly certain the SS Annie is on the list, but I have not covered it yet, Guard. But thank you for the 5. Hey, Zelda, welcome to the stream. I've come to troll you with money. Fear me. Oh no, Zelda's here. Zelda, thank you for the 2. Hope you're doing well. Olivia, 5. True or false, Oreos were first sold for the first time 1 month after the Titanic sank. That's super simple, and I'm totally not looking it up. When were Oreos first sold? I'm not Googling it right now or anything. I'm absolutely not Googling it. Holy cow, 1912. No. I totally knew that Oreos were sold in 19. I totally didn't look it up or anything. Oh, no. But no, it just said 1912. But did that actually happen like a month after Titanic? Really? I had no idea. That's awesome, Olivia. Black November 8, thank you. Hey, model ship, Sam. Very funny. I had to think about that. Which sea monster would you have for a pet, the Kraken or the Megalodon? I guess Megalodon, because if I had a big enough tank for it, I would be safe. If I had a Kraken, then it could use its tentacle, reach out of the water, grab me, and pull me in and eat me. But Megalodon, as long as it's in a tank, it's safe. There we go. There's my logic. There's my logic, Black November. Thank you for the 8. Taylor, 2. My first girlfriend broke up with me. Oh, that's it. 100%. You see, that is exactly my... April is unlucky. April is so unlucky. Oh my gosh. Taylor, I'm sorry. Like, I just said it. April is so unlucky. Holy cow. Thank you for the 2, Taylor, and I hope everything's going well for you, my friend. Everything, Julian, 5, thank you. Yeah, the San Francisco earthquake was in April 1906 for 1806. That is just a few days after Titanic, too. Or, well, pre-Titanic, but wow, that's absolutely crazy. Everything, Julian, thank you for the 5. Got that one. Titanic, it's spooky that the anniversary is... Oh, is it this year? Wow. Let's see. Mooch, 5, thank you. If I had been born when the doctors had said I would have been born on April 5th. Oh, wow. So you were born early or late, Mooch? Which were you born early or late? Thank you so much for the 5, Mooch. Let's see. Here we got that one. Olivia, 10 again. Thank you so much. Wait, back up. Something just happened and I lost it. Things that happened in April 1912. Girl Scouts were founded. First parachute jump from a moving airplane. Summer Olympics helped in Sweden. Cracker Jack started putting toys in the box. Oh, that's so cool. So there was some that good. Things that happened in April 1912. And something else that happened, Olivia, back on the... Hang on. What was it? What month was it? I'm double checking the date here, and then I'm going to tell y'all what I'm looking up right now. So, did you know on August 21st, 1911, the Mona Lisa was stolen? And I heard that people were so focused on finding the Mona Lisa that then when the Titanic happened, it's like all the world's focus shifted to the Titanic, and they forgot about the Mona Lisa for a while until it showed up. But yeah, that was something else. I thought it happened in 1912, but okay, it happened before that. But yeah, that's crazy, Olivia. That's so cool. So there was some cool stuff that happened too. That's awesome. Cool. Olivia, thank you for the 10. kind of want. Wait, what? Did you say Girl Scouts are fun? First, American Girl Scouts are fun. Olivia, you know what I want now? I want Thin Mints. I really want some Thin Mints now. Girl Scout cookies are awesome. Taylor 5, thank you. When they go down into the boiler room in the movie, they run into Frederick. Oh, that guy. Okay, Taylor, I thought you were talking about the part where they break through that door, and that's so actually they say it. Okay. So when they go down to the boiler room, they go, "Hold up, what are you two doing down here?" Okay. So that was Frederick Barrett. Okay, and then when they break through the door. That's what I thought you were talking about for a second. But the guy goes, hey, what do you think you're doing? You'll have to pay for that, you know. That's White Star Line property. Like that guy. I thought you were talking about that guy. I forgot about the guy down in the boiler room. Yep, you're right. You're right, Taylor. That's awesome. I tell you, James Cameron puts so many little details into those movies. That's so cool. Second off with Charles Lightower. Sam needs to watch his videos more. Are you kidding me? Do you know how many videos I've made, Charles Lightower? You know how long I'd have to go? Like, I can't remember all of them. I bet you're surprised I saw that message, but yes. But I can't remember all of them in perfect detail. After you make them, it's like the videos blur together after a while. But yeah, I bet you're surprised I saw that message. I saw that, Lightower. I saw it. I am a Naz. I love doing these live streams. These are so much fun. Okay, we got that one. I think I'm getting caught up here. Cool. Okay, we got that. They go on the run. They run for a break. Got that one. Joshua 5, thank you. Sam, the people all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And then sit down, you're rocking the boat. Gotcha, Joshua. Thank you for the 5. Thank you for that. Mako 5, thank you. Today is the 110th anniversary when the Titanic departed from Southampton. Also, are you going to do a stream for the Titanic's anniversary? Yes, I am. So what I'm going to do, I haven't talked to Tom. I don't really know I don't know if he's planning to do an anniversary stream or not. I haven't talked to him yet. And I think the Titanic Honor and Glory guys are planning something. So whatever I do, I don't want to interfere with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up a little bit earlier than them. Now, I do have to work that night from 4 to 8. So I'll probably be up from like 9 to 10 Eastern time. That'll probably be the range just to give me, like if I get off work at 8, I need at least an hour to get, 30 minutes to get home and then get ready and prep and everything. So yeah, about 9. I'll be up about 9 p.m. on the anniversary. I will definitely be doing that. Thank you for the 5, Mako. Moose 2, thank you. Late, the 25th. Gotcha, Mooch. Thank you for the 2. Okay, Zelda 5 again, awesome. Lincoln was also shot on the April 14, 1865. April bad. Also, I'm related, but got Sea of Thieves and it's on sale and seen it being played on Discord. Sea of Thieves is like our game, so yeah. And I knew that about Lincoln. Didn't he die on the 15th though? That's really sad. That was a really sad day in American history. But yeah, with Sea of Thieves, yeah, that's what we're playing on my Discord right now. Zelda, feel free to join us. You know, if you see us on there, just hop into the voice chat. We'll be glad to have you. Welcome to the crew. Arg, you Scarvig land lover. Hang on. Let's do this. Since we're doing Sea of Thieves here, I need to do my let me know, guys. How's my parrot imitation? Ready to sail. Ready to sail. How was that? How was my parrot impression? How was it? Good. Hang on, here we go. How was my parrot impression? Good or never again? How about that? How was my parrot imitation? Or how was it? Was it good or how was my parrot impression? Good or never again? Good or never again? Great, amazing, funny. Hang on. Abandoned ship. That's the bird from Pirates of the Caribbean. I love that movie. I love that. Okay, there we go. I need to go back and watch those movies again. We've been playing Sea of Thieves. We've been doing the pirate story. So, okay, where we go? Okay, back up a bit. There we go. All right, 10 from Elliot. Thank you. Funny enough, statistically, the most boring day happened in April. So I find that funny about how much we talk about how bad April is. What was the most boring day in April? I don't know anything about that. And what do you mean by the most boring? So was it just one day where just absolutely nothing on earth happened? Or what's the story there? I don't know that. Hang on a second, guys. I need the good stuff. This video was sponsored by, I'm just kidding. Mocha is like probably my favorite drink on earth. Okay, we got that. We got that one. Okay. Oh, hang on, backing up. Sorry, guys. I'm still behind. I'm playing catch up. Let's see. The Stunned Abbot 5. That's White Star Line property. Shut up. That is an iconic scene in that movie. Okay, Olivia 10 again. Thank you. At the Memorial of Frederick Fleet, one of the lookouts, a prankster left a pair of binoculars with a note reading, "Sorry for bringing these 100 years too late." I don't like that. I don't like that. That's I don't know. When I hear stuff like that, I feel like they're ripping on history or they're disrespecting. I mean, those guys saw the berg. They saw it. They alerted as quickly as they could. Binoculars wouldn't have helped. And I don't know. I feel like that's disrespectful. I don't like that. I don't like it when people make jokes about a tragedy. I really don't. Olivia, thank you for the 10. Black November 3, thank you. Can we see the list on Discord? I've actually shared a bit of it. I have shared a bit of it on Discord, but sure, I will post. I will upload more of it on Discord. I will do that. Let's see. We got that one. Crystal, have you seen the? I'm not watching that. I am not watching that, Crystal. So, we were actually talking about that in my live stream, that movie earlier today. It's like Titanic 3 or whatever. I tried to watch Titanic 2, Crystal, and as soon as I knew it was bad. I knew it was bad going into it, okay? But then as soon as I saw the Queen Mary with Titanic 2's name CGI'd over the name, I'm like, I'm out. I'm like, no way. We're not doing this. I'm out. So no, I have no intention to watch that. That's just them trying to capitalize on Titanic's name, and I feel like it's massively disrespectful. So I mean, like, no, I'm not doing that. We got that. We got the Mooch 5. Thank you. Warning, Sam. Coffee is addictive. If you start shaking, seek help immediately. All right, Mooch. I try to only drink one of these a day, and on my live stream days, I sip a little bit. This stuff is amazing. Okay, so I mean, I'll be okay. Oh, whoa! What was that? I'm good. I'm sure it was nothing. Mooch, thank you for the 5. Taylor 5, thank you. Oh yeah, almost forgot. Next Mocha's on me. Taylor, thank you. That's awesome. Thank you for the 5, Taylor. Super appreciate you. Okay, whoa. I'm sorry. I think we're getting caught up here. Yes, all right, we're finally catching up. Hannah 5, thank you. For the Titanic anniversary, we should all sit and watch the Titanic film on live stream. We were actually talking about doing something like that on my Discord. Like, I'll sit down and watch the Titanic movie. I don't know, my admins and mods, they're more active with playing that stuff than I am. Like, I show up in the Discord fairly often, but I've got so much going on that they usually tell me if they're planning something, and then I pop in and I hop out. Like, they keep me in the loop, but I don't plan that much stuff. I don't have time. But I believe that they were planning to do something they were planning to watch a movie. I don't know if they finalized it, but I know they've done a few test streams. So I think they might do that. Hannah, make sure you join my Discord. We'd be happy to have you. Olivia 5, thank you. Why was the Olympic white while she was under construction? There's photos of her next to the Britannic in Belfast. Titanic has nobody. Oh, because for the photographs. You know, William Peary wanted the Olympic painted white so it would show up better in the photographs. That's why they did it. But yeah, so, and what you have to remember, guys, and if you're not in the Titanic, you may not know this. The Titanic really wasn't that big of a deal in 1912, you know? The Olympic was the one that was famous. You know, the Olympic was the one that got all the publicity. Everybody was excited about it. And then when the Titanic came along, she's the clone of the Olympic, you know? Titanic wasn't super famous until after she sank, you know? It wasn't like, oh, she's the biggest ship in the world and everything. Like, I mean, she was, but that was due to gross tonnage. They were the same length. So yeah, Titanic wasn't a big deal until after she sank. That's just kind of how it is. But the Olympic was, and William Peary had her painted white so it would show up better in the photographs. Great question, Olivia. Thank you for the 5. Let's see. Rail Fan 10, thank you so much. Hey, Sam Maletta here, known as Lily. I have a few questions. I still love your channel. I was wondering if I could ask about sponsoring your channel. Okay. Cool. Thank you so much for the 10. Thank you for the 10. All right. You probably have to email me. You'd have to email if you're wanting to do a sponsorship thing, you have to email my business email. Thank you so much. Let's see. Elliot 10, thank you so much. April 11th, 1954. All that really happened was that noteworthy. Let's see. April 11th, 1954. All that really happened was that noteworthy was a Belgian general election. A Turkish academic was born and a footballer died, but that was really all. So then what really happened was the noteworthy was Belgian general. So it was April 11th, 1954. That was considered the most poor state. It was born and a footballer died. That was really all. Who passed away though? Who was that passed away? I mean, it doesn't seems like some stuff happened there. So like it's not a day that absolutely nothing happened. Is that really is that really considered the most boring day? Really? Elliot, I have to check that out. Is there a video on that? If there is, please send it to me. Thank you for the 10, my friend. Let's see. Ryan 5, thank you. We should revoke Sam's mocha privileges because he is taking in too much and is not giving us a rage. P.S. Smith is still... You are wanting a rage. Okay. So in order to give you a rage, I need some energy. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. That was fun. Smith was not a bad captain. He absolutely was not. And I'm good. How was that for a small rage, Ryan? Thank you for the 5. Jason 5, thank you. With the refraction, binoculars wouldn't have helped. It would have been like looking right. So in case you don't know, there was a mirage effect that night. That was caused by the Labrador Current, the different air layers, hot air, cold water, and all that stuff. There was a mirage effect. And you see, the only other thing is the binoculars, it's like looking blind. I mean, the ocean is pitch black at night. And the only way to spot an iceberg is to kind of look for its outline against the horizon. And binoculars wouldn't help you. They absolutely would not. So people like to say, oh, binoculars would help. They wouldn't have helped. They would not have helped. Not in that situation. I think if the Titanic would have been approaching the berg during the day, they would still not have the binoculars. They'd be looking out at the horizon. And then on occasion, they may look through them. But the best way to spot something is to look out, see the whole horizon, and go from there. And then if you see something, get more detail with binoculars like that. But yeah, in that situation, Jason, binoculars wouldn't have helped that night. They would not have. Thomas, oh, here we go. Maritime, no. Okay, I'm back down in the, I see everybody wigging out about the rage. Oh, that is so funny. That is absolutely so funny. Taylor 5, thank you. They did the same thing with the Oceanic 1899 when she was launched, so better pictures could be taken. Ah, cool. Thanks, Taylor. Didn't know that. Let's see. Kenna 5, thank you. In your opinion, what would be the most iconic and memorable event in Titanic's story from birth to death? The most iconic and memorable event. Well, I mean, the sinking. The sinking was like the big thing. But if you don't want to count the obvious, there was a lot of stuff that happened. There was a lot of stuff that happened on Titanic that it'd be hard for me to say for certain, I mean, everybody loved the ship, and revolutionary design, the third class party was fun. The architecture was amazing. I'd have to think about that. I really would. I don't know if there's one event that I can think of that would top another, just the biggest thing was the sinking. That was the biggest thing that Titanic's known for, was the sinking. But as far as other stuff, I'm not so sure. I'd have to think about that. I really would. Thank you for the 5, and thank you for making me get tongue-tied for a second. Thank you. Let's see. We got that one. Hang on. I think we're all caught up here. Oh, yeah, we got one more. Elliot 5, thank you. Sent you a couple links on Discord about April 11, 1944. Awesome, Elliot. Thank you so much, and I will check that out when I get a chance. Let's see here. John, please do a Titanic Adventure at a Time future live stream. Okay, so John, I'm glad you said that. So I have a story around that. So for those of you who don't know, Titanic Adventure at a Time is a very old video game. I think it's like Windows 95 or Windows 98, like from when I was little. And I really wanted to get to the sinking, okay? But I couldn't beat the game. I was too young. I was too young to get through it. Anyway, so my mother helped me play the game, okay? She helped me get through it and everything. And then she spent so much time playing the game and getting to the sinking that the night after she beat it, she told me she had a nightmare that we were on a speedboat and we hit an iceberg and sank. I always thought that story was so funny because she spent so much time Titanic, 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 and then that's such a crazy story. Okay, here. Mooch 5, thank you. I just thought of this. How many extra hulls would the Titanic need to not break apart? How many extra hulls? Oh, like the structural integrity and everything? Well, you see, it's not so much that the biggest thing you have to remember is the Titanic sank very odd, Mooch. I mean, there was just so many things about it. Because, like, look at the Britannic, okay? When the Britannic went down, I mean, she rolled over and she was on her side. Like, so pretend my hand's the water. The Britannic went down kind of like this. Like, she rolled over and kind of did that. But she was, sticking up pretty far. The thing that made the Titanic so unique and the way that it split was just there was so much strain on the hull. Because as the ship was going down and the stern was rising up, the ship kind of reached an equilibrium. So you've got the weight of the engines right around here trying to keep the stern from climbing up too high because the center of mass of Titanic was right around where the engines were. That was the heaviest thing on board the ship. So you've got this trying to keep the stern level. You've got the water in the bow trying to pull the ship down and fighting it, and the stern's pulling back. So you've got the weight here trying to keep the stern level. You've got the weight in the front trying to drag it down. So this area right here was just like, it was under so much strain from the weight of the engine and the loss of buoyancy in the bow and then the stern trying to stay buoyant. I mean, there was just so much stuff happening right here. So it's not that the Titanic's hull wasn't strong. It was just that one area had so much strain on it that it just couldn't handle it. I mean, try to imagine how much strain the structure was under during that last critical moment. I mean, just try to think about that. But great question, Mooch. Thank you for the 5. Joshua 2, thank you. Sam, do you think there should be I'm not sure what you're referring to there. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Joshua. Thank you for the 2. Okay, and I think, here we go. All right, we're gonna wrap this up, guys, and get to the Q&A here in just a minute. Olivia 5, thank you. The Branson Titanic Museum has the keys that Charles Joughin had that went to the liquor cabinets in the Titanic's kitchen. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The Branson Titanic, the Missouri Titanic has the keys Charles Joughin. And actually, they have the keys. Charles Joughin was the head baker on Titanic, in case y'all don't know, our chief baker. And he's famous because he made it his personal mission that this ship would go down with as little alcohol as possible. And he got himself so drunk that actually helped save his life. But no, I did not know that, Olivia. That's awesome. Oh, good gosh, Charles. Joshua, Pirates of the Caribbean 6. Oh, really? They're making a Pirates of the Caribbean 6? Is that what you're referring to? Hang on. Who was that? Joshua, do you think there should be a Pirates of the Caribbean 6? I wasn't crazy about the last 2. So I think, to me, the Pirates of the Caribbean series ended after At World's End. I think that movie is a masterpiece. So I wasn't crazy about the other 2. I think there's a point where they need to let shows die. Because if you keep pumping them out, then, you get what I'm saying. Let's see here. Chris 10, thank you. Hi, Sam. Was there ever any other case of a disaster where 2 ships were pulled into the suction of each other's wake in the same way the SS New York almost collided with the Titan? Oh. Well, then my next obvious one would probably be the whole thing with the Olympic and the Hawk, because it was in a situation like that. But as far as others from history, I'm not really sure. I'm not familiar with that. I haven't heard about them. That's something that I'd like to research. Hey, Chris, if you look into that, let me know. But I really don't have an answer for you. I'm not really sure. The Titanic one's the most famous, the Olympic and the Hawk. But you have to remember that those ships were so big at the time that, it was just something that they'd have to figure out. They had to figure out how to deal with the suction and everything. So, but hey, Chris, thank you so much for the 10. Okay, Cody 2, thank you. Thoughts on the Franklin expedition? The Franklin expedition. Hang on, I need to refresh my memory. Franklin expedition. The Franklin Lost Expedition was a Philip British voyage, Antarctic expedition. Franklin, 1845, 1840. So I don't know anything about this. Yeah, I have never researched this. Franklin Lost Expedition was a failed British voyage to the Arctic led by Captain Sir John Franklin that departed England in 1845 aboard 2 ships. Yeah, I'm not familiar with this. I've heard the name, but that's about as far into this as I know. I'll have to research it, Cody. Thank you so much for the 2. 5 from Joseph. Is it true that a lot of pictures of Titanic actually came from the Olympic? That is true. So Titanic and Olympic, they were similar ships, they had differences, but they also had a lot of things that were similar. And most of the photos from Titanic that the White Star Line took, they wanted areas that were different. So like the very popular grand staircase photo that they always say is Titanic, It's not. It's Olympic. As far as I know, there are no photos of the Titanic's grand staircase, with the exception of what we have on the wreck. But yeah, that's true. A lot of the photos, I always forget his name. Father Brown? Yeah. A lot of our photos from Titanic come from a priest who got off of the Titanic in Queenstown. Father Brown, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that's where a lot of our photos come from. Shane 10, thank you. Would the RMV Oceanic have helped the White Star Line if it was ever... RMV Oceanic have helped the White Star if it was ever built? It was Envision 1920. Was that the ship that was canceled because of the merger and then the Queen Mary was built? I'm sure it would have if I'm thinking of the right ship. I'm fairly certain I am. But... yeah, I'm sure it would have, but just things were... So unless I'm mistaken here, the way that they figured out the whole Cunard White Star Line and which company was going to be the better, like, or which company was going to be the majority one, like instead of Cunard White Star, could have been White Star Cunard, was how many ships they had. And I think it was Tom, I think I might have heard this from Tom, that the White Star Line had decommissioned so many ships before that the Cunard Line had more ships. And I think that's how they decided that. But if the White Star Line hadn't have decommissioned all those ships, then they would have been the primary one. I think that's it. Am I right about this? Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. Jason, yes. Okay, cool. Cool. Thank you so much. Okay, Olivia 5, thank you. Every week I look forward to seeing you. It's a little known secret that you are the best looking regular on Historic Travels. Olivia, I was so looking forward to that compliment. I was so looking forward to that compliment. And then you go and do that, Olivia. You go and do that. How could you? I'll show you guys Rosie here in a little bit. 10, this week in Civil War history, thank you. Do you think Frederick Fleet lied about at the hearing about being able to see the bird because he didn't have binoculars, or was it due to the refraction? Lied about not being able to see the bird. I don't know what Frederick Fleet actually said. I've never read up on that. So lied at being about being able to see the bird because he didn't have binoculars, or was it due? If he said that, which, you know, that's one of those things where maybe he would have thought it would have been helpful at the time. But, you know, going back and looking at it now, I don't know about that. I didn't know that he said that, but I don't think he'd be lying. There wouldn't be a reason to lie. It's just how quickly you saw the bird. But maybe he thought it might have helped. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I definitely have to research that. Thank you so much for this week in Civil War history. Super appreciate you. All right, guys, we are through all the Q&A and all the super chats. It is time for this evening's Q&A. Are you all ready? So if you are new here, here's how this whole thing goes. What we're going to do here, the random, Sam, I sent you a letter. Can you open it, please? Here's how I do it. I did pick up mail today from my P.O. box, but I have it upstairs. It's all stored away. I'm not sure which letter is yours. So I'll do it all in a mail time. So I don't normally open up packages on here unless it's something very specific and I know who the person is. But yeah, I went through all the mail. If you mailed it here recently and I've got it upstairs, then I'll show it in my mail time. That's how I'll do it. Anyway, thank you there. Thank you so much for being here. All right, here we go. Would you guys like to see Rosie first? Oh, no. 4160, what you got in the... Are you ever going to tell me what you mean by that? You have been here since the beginning of my channel, and you have always sent me that, and I know you're laughing your head off right now in front of your computer. I haven't seen you in a long time, man. That's one little joke that you've always done, and I've never know what you mean. But hey, I hope you're doing good, man. Welcome back to the stream, 4160. I'm glad you're here, my friend. Okay, you just made my evening. You completely just made my evening. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and do the Q&A first, and then I will show you guys Rosie before we wrap up. So here's how we're going to do this tonight. In case you're new here, I'm going to read off a question. I've got a list of questions right here. I'm going to read it off. I'm going to type go in the chat, just like that. And then when you see the word go, you answer the question, okay? If you answer the question before you see go, I don't count it. All right, so you're going to see the word go, and then ring the bell. Oh, 4160, you're the best. Thanks so much for 4160. I'm glad you're here, my friend. All right. You'll see Rosie after the stream. Fury, warning, Q&A straight ahead, full to port. Do you mean starboard? All right. Wait, let's see here. K-Mac, binged your stuff this week while at work. Thanks for the content, my dude. Thanks so much, man. Super appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. All right, here we go. We are getting ready to do our Q&A for tonight. And should I disable the slow-mo? Or should I increase the slow mode? All right, here, let's do a poll topic real quick. Should I set the slow mode to 1 minute or release it? Release or 1 minute? Vote on your answer. Ask your community. Should I set the slow mode to 1 minute or release it? Olivia 5. I was going to send you a Titanic cup that has a lid, but my dog got a hold of it. I will send it. All right, there, Olivia. Gotcha. Thank you for the 5. Release and what? Wow. 62%, 1 minute, 38%. Wow. That's crazy. All right, we're going to release it. We're just going to release. Tony, set slow mode for 3 hours. All right, we're going to release it. Hold on just a second, guys. Slow mode, disable, bada bing, bada boom, save. All right, chat away. All right, slow mode. All right, guys, just remember, no spamming, please. No spamming, please. All right, here we go. And I think you all will get this one. I think all of you will get this one. What was the nickname given to the massive piece of the Titanic's hull that was recovered from the seafloor in the 1990s? Ready, set, go! What was the name of the hull fragment that was recovered from the seafloor? Oh, there it comes. Okay. All right. Maritime history. Got it. Big piece. He was first. Maritime history was first. Good job. Maritime. Are you guys going to let maritime history win? Oh, that is so funny. Let's go. Maritime history. Hang on. I need a drink. That was so funny. That was so funny. All right, here we go. Which of the Titanic's officers was the one who took his life? Oh, wait. All right, sorry. Which of the Titanic's officers was the one who took his lifeboat back into the area that the Titanic sank in order to look for survivors? Which of the Titanic's officers was the one who took his lifeboat back into the area the Titanic sank in order to look for survivors? Go. Not yet. Don't see it yet. Nope. Maritime history got it again. Low. Good job. Low got it. Excellent job. It was low. Maritime history's in the lead, guys. Maritime history is in the lead. All right. Let's see. Let's move on here. Let's see, Olivia. Oh, Olivia 5 again. Fun fact spam. The first batch of spam was made in 1937. And that is the second batch that will be made this year. Sorry. That's funny, Olivia. Hang on a second, guys. I need to double check something real quick. Something just popped up on my feed. Hang on. Something just happened. Give me just a second. Seriously? Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely killing me? Are you kidding me right now? Over what? Oh, are you? No. Are you? Are you kidding me? From that long ago? So you guys aren't going to believe this, but I just got a content ID claim on my channel. So literally while I was talking to you guys, somebody just copyright hit me. Somebody literally just copyright hit me. For hang on, let me see what it was. Wow. It was a video from that long ago. Holy cow. Yeah, somebody just content ID'd. So for those of you who don't know, there's two different types of copyright things. There's a content ID claim, and then there's copyright strike. A content ID is just, they stop your video from being monetized. And then copyright strike is the really bad. But yeah, it was a video that I uploaded forever ago. Do you guys remember my fallout of the Titanic disaster, where I talk about everything that happened after the ship sank? It was that one. And you're not going to believe this, they got me for literally this much video, from 14 minutes and 32 seconds to 15 minutes and 7 seconds. And they blocked all monetization on it for that much. It's the part of the channel. It's the part of the video where, like, the woman who was the Titanic survivor. Wow. Okay, well, that's not gonna fly. All right, I'll deal with that after the Q&A. Like, it literally just popped up on my feed. Okay, well, I'll figure that out in a little bit. Listen, life of a YouTuber. It literally just happened. It literally just happened. But I'll fix it and I'll have to re-upload it. I'll fix it and re-upload it. All right. And I know how to get around it too. So, okay. All right, here we go. Question 3. Why is the stern section of the Titanic wreck in much worse shape than the bow section? Why is the stern section of the Titanic wreck in worse shape than the bow section? Go. Well, this is, yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks. Fury 161. Implosion. Good job. Good job. Good job. Thanks so much, Fury. He was the first one. Like KMAC time. Most of the time, it's a third party who makes the claim and not the actual holder of the copyright title. Okay, thanks so much for telling me that, KMACK. Thank you, thank you. The door, thank you. Okay, I didn't know that. It was a video from a very long time ago, which really surprises me that it would have happened now. Like, it literally just happened. Sorry about it. I feel like I kind of killed the mood right now, but yeah, it just happened. My phone just pinged. I will fix it. Not that big a deal. All right, we got that one. All right. As the Titanic was leaving, question 4. As the Titanic was leaving Southampton, something happened that could have delayed / canceled the maiden voyage. What was this? What happened as the Titanic was leaving Southampton that could have nearly affected the maiden voyage? Go. What happened? Almost a collision, SS New York. Okay, we got bits and pieces here, but it wasn't the boiler fire. But an SS New York. Okay, a bunch of people are giving bits and pieces here, but yeah. Excuse me. The New York incident. So a bunch of you all got it right. So I'm going to give it to everybody here. I'm going to give it the Hawk collision. No, it wasn't the Hawk collision. Hang on. Okay, so the Random got it. Vortex, Maritime got it. Zelda got it. Sam L got it. Bunch of you got it. Bunch of you got it. So good job, guys. All of you got it. Olivia 5, thank you. Spam means special process American meat. Sorry for the overnight. Funny Olivia. All right, cool. Got that? We got that one. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. Here's a good one here. Why were the top parts of the Titanic's watertight bulkheads left open? Why were the top parts of the Titanic's watertight bulkheads left open? Like when they were building the ship, why didn't they seal the top parts of the watertight bulkheads? That's my question. Why were they left open? Go. Airflow? No. So like, how are they watertight? You know, if the watertight bulkheads were open on top, how were they watertight? Pumps? No, because they forgot weight reasons. Engineer should have. All right, I actually think I got you guys on that one. I think I got you guys. I haven't seen it. Okay, all right. They are. The top parts of the bulkheads aren't sealed up. Good job. All right, so I got you guys on this one, I think. Okay, so here's the reason why. So if you look at the Titanic's plans, you see the watertight bulkheads go all the way up to E deck. They go up to E deck, but the top parts of the bulkheads aren't sealed, because as the Titanic went down, the water was able to spill over the tops of the bulkheads and go back and back and back and back. So my question is, why weren't the tops of the bulkheads sealed? Does that mean that if just one watertight compartment was breached, eventually the water would flood up and then spill over anyway? How'd that work? See, here's a little thing called the laws of physics. So the reason the top of the bulkheads weren't sealed is because if up to 4 watertight compartments were breached in the bow wouldn't sink down low enough for the water to be able to spill over, because water won't flood inside of a ship higher than the water is on the outside. So that's how that works. However, with 5 watertight compartments or 6 breached, any more than 4, the bow would go down so low that the water could spill over and go back and back and back and back. So that's the reason the top parts of the bulkheads weren't sealed up, because it wasn't needed under normal circumstances. Oh, there we go. I think I taught you guys something. That'd be a good video topic. Why weren't the tops of the watertight bulkheads sealed? That'd be a good video topic. That'd be a great video topic. All right, where's that? Because I know. All right, question 6. Where was the Titanic's chief baker during the final stages of the sinking when he said he heard something snap inside the Titanic? Where was the Titanic's chief baker, Charles Joughin, when he said he heard something snap within the ship during the final stages of the sinking? Go. Not drinking. Where was he? Where was he actually inside the ship? Be more specific, Tyler. In the stern drunk, in the stern railing, the ship's but which pantry? Oh, there it is. Joshua. A deck pantry. Yeah, on A deck. Oh, dang it, I just revealed it. He said A deck, but he didn't say it right. Oh, is there 2 super chats? Hang on. So yeah, oh yeah. So he was in the A deck pantry. So pantry, I was looking for A deck pantry near the 3rd funnel, but close enough. A lot of y'all got it. I'll give it to a lot of you. Hold on, was there no super chat? Yeah, we got a few more. Irish 5, thank you, because they didn't have Flex Seal till 2017. Funny Irish. They are the 5. Olivia 2. The U.S. state Hawaii's eastmost spam mess. Haha, Olivia. But yeah, A deck pantry was what I was what I was looking for there. The A deck pantry guide. Did you get it? Wolves and Shower? I didn't see it, but cool. Did you get it? Cool. Awesome. A deck pantry. That's what I was looking for. Okay. And all right. What was Charles Joughin doing in the A deck pantry? What was he doing in the A deck pantry? Ready, set, go. What was he doing in the A deck pantry when he said he heard something snap? Tyler, drinking. Yeah, drinking. So in case you don't know the story, at some point very late in the sinking of the Titanic, Charles Joughin was in the A deck pantry right around the 3rd funnel when he said he heard something snap within the ship. And what that was, and I think he said it was something like steel beams or something, but what that was the structure failing because he was in the area that gets pulverized by the breakup. So there we go. All right. Which lifeboat did J. Bruce Ismay leave the Titanic in? Which lifeboat did J. Bruce Ismay leave the Titanic in? Ready, set, go. Which lifeboat did J. Bruce Ismay leave the Titanic in? I was looking for C. Yeah, collapsible C. Collapsible lifeboat C. Good job. And tons of people sent it in. Hang on. So go. Jesper got it first. Collapsible C. Good job, Jesper. Very, very good job. Collapsible lifeboat C. Great job. That's exactly what I was looking for. Got it. Collapsible lifeboat C. All right. Here we go. Okay. This is going to be a tough one. Which room did Thomas Andrews and Captain Smith come out of inside the Titanic early in the sinking? When Andrews was overheard by a passenger telling Smith, well, 3 have gone already, Captain. What room did Smith and Andrews just come out of when he was overheard saying to the captain, well, 3 have gone already? Go. What room did they just come out of? Not chart room. Rated, nope. Not chart room, nope. Oh, well, there it is. Holy cow, there it is. Jason got it. Mail room. Good job. Mail room. They just came out of the mail room, and he said, well, 3 have gone already, Captain. And he was referring to 3 watertight compartments. Great job. Okay. And all right, this is our last question of the evening. Are you all ready? Are you all ready for the last question of the night? Here we go. What was the name of the expedition that tried to find the Titanic several times in the early 1980s before Robert Ballard found her? What were these expeditions called? Ready, set, go. What were these expeditions called? I know that there's some super chats. I'll go back and get them. Oh, there we go. I'll go back and get that, Olivia. Oh no. Richard, the Jack Graham expeditions. Great job. The Jack Graham expeditions. Those were them. Great job, Jack Graham. And what were these super chats that I missed? Hang on a second. Scrolling back. Olivia, $2. Spam has only 6 ingredients. Spam message. Haha, Olivia. I think that's it. Yep, that's far back. Okay, cool. Oh, we got another super chat. Taylor 5 again. Fun fact, Charles Lightoller said Titanic sank in one piece, but he heard the breakup. Yet in an interview he gave, he thought it was the boilers moving. What you have to remember, Taylor, so I need to go back and look at it, but a lot of people who talked about the Titanic, like I believe the author of On a Sea of Glass, Kent Layton, talked about this. But he said that most people, like when they were researching the breakup, most people said Titanic broke. But it seems like that the inquiry went with the testimony of like 2 key people, or 2 people who they considered like key witnesses. They went with Lightoller and Gracie. But the thing is, and both of them said the ship sunk intact. But the thing is, both of them weren't in positions to see what the stern was doing. You know, so like you've got Gracie fighting for his life underwater, and you've got Lightoller fighting for his life underwater. But both of them said that Chernobyl was in April. Oh my gosh, Chernobyl was in April. Holy cow. But see, that's why that's like they decided that the Titanic sank intact. They went with that testimony, but it's crazy. Zelda, prefer being wrong because I learned something new. Oh, cool. Zelda, glad I taught you something. What were you wrong about? All right. Would you guys like to see Rosie? And guys, you will. There will be a 99% chance to be a re-upload when I fix the fall of the Titanic video. I will have to fix that. Why do I have to deal with this stuff? It's so annoying. All right. Let's go and let's go check out Rosie. Let me see what she's doing. 1 second. Passed out. Rosie is passed out. Rosie, your fans want to see you. Are you gonna get up? Are you gonna get up? She's not even gonna get up, guys. Taylor too. Have you heard of Lightoler's 30s? And I've watched the video on. I think it was in the 30s that he did that. There's some audio video I heard about. Rosie, say hi to your fans. Are you even gonna move, Rosie? Rosie. There you are. There you are. Hold on. Can you guys watch her for a second? Be right back. That got her attention. Oh, here, Rosie. I don't want to hit your paw. I don't want to hit your paw, baby. All right, there you go. All right. There we go. Let's give you a little treat. I know you love your jerky. Look, you are so tired. Look at your eyes. They're so heavy. Rosie, you're a mess. All right, here you go. Here's a little bit of jerky for you right there. You are an absolute mess. You know that? Super big mess. Super big mess is that puppy. Rosie, I don't want to move. Jerky absolutely moves. And I think I saw another super chat. Hang on, let me go back. Yeah, 5. Irish, thank you so much for the 5. Company men for life. They worked the maritime trade and commercial navy for life. Cool. Thank you so much, Irish. Thank you for the 5, and that's awesome. Excuse me. Whew. All right. And Shane, 5, thanks so much. Sam, does that mean we start playing the AC/DC song? Whole lot of Rosie. Oh my gosh. You know what? My favorite AC/DC song. But I'm more of a Twisted Sister fan. And Bon Jovi. Shot through the heart and you're to blame. I'll tell you all this, and then I'm going to wrap up the live stream. Back in Black, absolutely. My history with Bon Jovi, I think I was 7, 8, now maybe 10. I was really young. And my first crush didn't work out. And I was so sad. And then my dad turned on the radio and played Bon Jovi, You Give Love a Bad Name. And I was hooked. Like, I love Bon Jovi. All right, everybody. Well, hey, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the live stream now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. And I will be up at 9 p.m. on the Titanic's anniversary night, and I'll live stream for about an hour. So, hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Everybody did regular questions. Thank you. Guys who did super chats, thank you all so much for that. And just thank you all so much for all the support. You guys are awesome. Oh, and you guys will probably see a re-upload of the Fall of the Titanic video when I fix that. All right, everybody. Well, hey, y'all stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in.